clearing the lanes. Not something I ever did in the car. It's just not the same. You pull your bike up anywhere. Just stop, enjoy the scenery, carry on. Car, you all seem to be in the way, so you don't bother. Let's go this way. I have no idea where I'm going. Well, I do, but locals come flying around these bends. Social media. And inner happiness. Do you know, during that BLM, I got into arguments with the woke. And I realised just what a cesspool things like Facebook can be. So I thought, no, I don't need this in my life. So I deleted Facebook, wiped it out. Similar on Twitter, wiped it out. Now this can be particularly muddy and horrible around this bit, and I kept Instagram because I only have followers on there, friends, family, and YouTube. You put a video on, you can watch it to your heart's content. You don't have to comment, and if you get a bad comment on one of your videos, you ducks off, water off a duck's back. Now where am I going? Kelvedon or Cotford? Let's go Cotford. Not a lot to choose between them. We'll probably still end up in Kelvedon. And I had a sort of over a month or so, I had a sort of feeling of calm that I wasn't having to read a lot of the woke shite on there. And I made a decision with all the crap that was going on in the world, war in Ukraine, war in bloody Middle East. Well, where isn't there a war in the Middle East? Women never put their hand up to say thank you, men always do. Anyway, I decided to stop watching the news. Any news, any channel. And I haven't now for a year. And I feel calmer. I feel happier. I happened to be sitting with somebody the other day and they had the news on. And having not watched it for almost a year, I realised just how bloody toxic it is. So you want to, road closed, we won't go that way then. So if you want a bit of inner peace, Zen, and all that crap. No, it's just not filling your head with spurious crap that you don't need, and then you mumble about it, or you chunter with somebody else about it. When you stop doing that, and you only discuss motorbikes, women, Not there's a lot to discuss at my age. Cars. Anything. Tell jokes. Oh, go on, go. Ah, second. Should be in first. Very deceptive. Pulls so well at such a... Where the hell are all these coming from? I know these lanes reasonably well. I've never seen a bloody convoy of cars like that before. And now I've got the bike back. I just stopped a few minutes ago just to admire the scenery, and my happiness levels within other circumstances in my life are quite high. A lot higher than they've been for a lot of years. The Alma, there's one for you, Jed. Friend of mine, Jed, used to run a pub called the Alma in London. This one's a lot better. Yeah, I could have squeezed through. Can't be arsed. I'm not in a hurry up moment. I'm in a let's see what the world brings moment. Must be a school play on or something. That's quite busy. I'm staying on this side of the road, pal. Bloody woman. I don't squeeze over for the buggers. I have my bit of road and I bloody well keep it. Unless I'm filtering. Hee hee. Then you make your own gap. So, do you watch the news? Are you on social media? Does it ever wind you up? And if it never winds you up, you are a very calm person. Me, I'm not. I'll admit. You were going to go, weren't you, mate? Yes, I can chomp at the slightest provocation. Not a good trait to have, but I avoid having to chomp by avoiding people. Oh yeah, I've never seen the road like this, ever. Must be roadworks. I'm coming through that gap. Thank you very much, sir. Madam. Ooh. The lack of motorbikes on the road in the winter makes drivers careless. I've noticed a few times you have to make sure you're seen. Not so bad in the summertime because people get used to seeing motorbikes, but in the winter their brain switches off. So, give me some feedback on your social media. How do you find it? Does it annoy you? Or are you really happy with it? And if you're really happy with it, how did you find your happiness? I picked the wrong road today, haven't I? I really have. Never mind. If it's too bad, we can always turn around. And that's the other thing I didn't do in the car. Changing subjects, as I do. Ha ha. When I'm in the car, I'll see a queue like this and I'll think, nah. And there's a lot of places I just didn't go. I never wandered the lanes. I'd go to the shop. God, it's cold, my nose is starting to run. I'd go to see my sister. That was about it. The world from atop a motorcycle is a totally different place. You feel better, but you can see more. And if you want to stop somewhere, yeah, just blinking more. Even on this main road, you can just stop because traffic can still get past you. Nobody curses and mumbles. I've had forays into cars before, and I don't know why I keep doing it. It's usually when I'm feeling ill or a bit stiff or a bit achy. I can't afford to run both. Well, that's a lie. I could afford to run both. But it would be tight. And I don't see the point in that. I still like my little luxuries. I still like good quality food. I still like having my heating on really high because I can. To run the bike and the car, I'd probably have to minimise on things, and I'm too bloody old for that. If I see a nice piece of expensive steak or the temperature drops. We were promised in the 50s that our pension would give us a comfortable retirement, and the Tories robbed the pension pot, so now we have to fight, we have to struggle. I don't want to play that game. And to be honest, riding the bike, even if we have a bad period, looks like it's going to be really cold next week, so if we have a really bad period, I just don't go out. I've got a neighbour upstairs, Ian. If I need anything, I've run out of something, which is very rare for me because I'm pretty good at planning my week's supply. I just say, well, right, get a pint of milk. But I do my shopping online through one of the supermarkets. And I plan my week, so I've got my 7 meals, any treats I want, enough milk, tea and coffee, and I don't need to run to the shop that often. It's got to be a little bit of an emergency, so if it does snow and get horrible for a week or two, the bike can just sit there and lollygag about. But on a day like this, when the sun is absolutely brilliant, the sky's almost blue, what more could you want? Right clothing, yeah, my nose is cold when I open the visor. It is still pretty Arctic out there. I think it was about 6 degrees again. But the absence of damp and drizzle and mist just makes it a whole more pleasant world, doesn't it? Going to Coggeshall, I think. I haven't been in there for years. Or halfway through and then turn off and go up to Kelvin. Places I just haven't been since I got rid of the gating. It's odd, isn't it? If you're one of those who puts the bike away for winter, do you find the things you do change? That's it, I'm fed up now. Can't think of anything else to mumble about. Oh, more bloody roadworks. You guys stay safe. Have fun.